Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm going to show you how to dominate and blow through ranked with Teemo Jungle. He can absolutely dominate games, and he's easily one of the best scaling junglers in the game. Before you guys say it's troll or this is a big joke, it's really not. Teemo's E does 50% bonus damage to monsters, and his Q blind lasts twice as long against monsters. I'll be showing you a 5 camp Teemo clear, where I'll still be able to contest Scuttle and gank right as it spawns in. Going for a 6 camp clear on Teemo is not optimal. You'll be finishing it kind of late. And if you do want to go for a 6 camp clear, oftentimes it can be better to go for Hunter Talisman instead of Hunter's Machete. I prefer 5 camp clear on Teemo. Lets you get out more pressure. You want to start E, go invisible, right as the camp spawns in for that extra attack speed. We're going to pull this out. I'm pretty sure the enemies are watching. So I'm going to yank it out all the way over here. Hopefully it doesn't reset. It looks like it wants to desperately. Alright, there we go. Gromp, you have to let it hit you 3 times. It's just a stupid rule. The first 3, you literally can't blind it even if you wanted to. So you gotta let it hit you. And now you see, we just avoided 2 or 3 autos there with the blind dart. I'm going to blind it again. I'm not going to bother to smite it since it's blinded. I'm not going to be taking any damage anyways. Now that Gromp's down, I can hold on to my smite for wolves if I so chose. Red buff's pretty easy to take because once again your blind dart lasts for 10 years. So yeah, Teemo Jungle, if you take these runes that I have, Dark Harvest with Ravenous Hunter, you'll scale insanely well. And your sustain will get a lot better. So a lot of you are saying, oh, you're getting low right now, but trust me, we'll be fine. If you're not going to gank at level 3, which usually isn't that great anyways, just take another point in your E and don't level up your W yet. We're going to kite this guy out all the way down here. Blind him. He can't hit us. Just avoided 2 full autos there. Not sure if this is worded. I'm going to find out, though. I don't want Olaf just coming up out of nowhere. So you might be wondering, what's our 5th camp? So on Teemo Jungle, Raptors will do a lot of your health, even if you kite them out properly. Until you have Hunter Talisman and a Hunter's Machete, it's kind of inefficient to take. So we're just going to go for golems instead. Make sure you kite the big golem around the medium one. That's how you're going to take it with ease. And the best thing about this is, the big golem shouldn't even be able to hit you once if you kite it properly. And you shouldn't even have to smite it like you see here. I didn't bother to. And I still have my smite, so I can fight on Scuttle. Unfortunately, Malphite just lost lane prio, so I'm not going to be able to go for it. Even though Scuttle just spawned in, I was about to leave the rest of these golems since I had taken the main 2. In a normal situation, you would be able to go fight for Scuttle. Teemo's 1v1s are actually pretty damn strong. Wukong's pretty low. Oh, there's Olaf. Okay, it doesn't look like he wants to fight. We're gonna kite him out. Good slow by the Malphite. I don't think this guy has. Ooh, it's gonna be a double. We got double Dark Harvest. Let's go. We honestly didn't even need our mid laner there, but that was a really good roam from her. Regardless, I'm gonna go ahead and rush down the other Scuttle Crab. I have my W not level 4. If you do get the Scuttle Crab, you'll get level 4 off of it with the 5 camp clear. I'm gonna trade with her. I'm not gonna let her walk up and hit me like that. Is she actually gonna chase me? This guy's crazy. I don't know what that was. I guess she wanted to try to push for Scuttle. I don't think Olaf's gonna get here in time anyways. Teemo is a little stronger than Evelynn early game. Teemo has a lot better matchups in terms of 1v1s. I'm gonna go ahead and just take Gromp real quick. I'm already here. Normally on Teemo, you want it back once you can afford a Stalker's Blade and a Dark Seal. I blind darted it too early. Do you see how it's hitting me with all of its autos? I only blocked 1 auto that time because it nailed me with the first 3. We're going to take this guy real quick, and then we're going to reset. The only reason I did that is because we were in the area, and I also still had red buff. Red buff speeds up your clear substantially. Let's go ahead and take these as well since I'm already here. And then you guys will see the power of Teemo late game. I know a lot of you are probably doubting it. For those of you who've watched my stream on Twitch TV/KingStix, you'll know that any turbo carry with Teemo, whether it's silver, gold, bronze, platinum, or diamond, it doesn't matter. Once you get a kill or 2 on Teemo, the game's kind of over for the enemies. As long as they don't have a bunch of stuff like Malphite, things like Malphite can counter you out pretty hard since they have such strong engage. We'll go ahead and pick up boots now, get a pink ward. We're going to clear top to bottom, look for ganks along the way. Teemo, normally and initially, you only gank after your 5 camp route, and then you can do a gank Scuttle or 5 camp route into Scuttle gank. If you want to just do double buff plus Gromp, that's okay. It's a little more risky because if you do double off Gromp and then going for a gank, if it doesn't pan out, you can put yourself really far behind since you didn't get much CS. But that is still an option if you feel like a lane is very gankable. Just pay attention to my HP. Now that I have 2 Ravenous Hunter stacks, I'll leave it on my runes so you guys can see it. Or we could go to the start of the video and see level order runes, everything all in one place. But yeah, as you can see, I'm getting a lot of healing back. I didn't use a potion at all there. Gonna ping that out. I don't want to go over there. I don't think, I think we could win it, but they'll just walk away from us. I don't want to fight that. Once you have Hunter's Talisman and Hunter's Machete, you can take Raptors. Just try to put a dot on each one of them. You'll get insane healing. Your poison refreshes the Hunter Talisman burn. So you should be able to take these pretty easily. We got Raptors. We're going to get our blue buff. If long as you don't get yourself killed early on Teemo, you should be able to hit level 6 before 7:30, just like Evelyn. 7-minute 30-second mark or sooner, you should be able to get level 6. If you're hitting it later than that, it means you're messing up your clear or you're going in for way too much early. You can easily be able to hit it here. We didn't even get any kills. It's about what you want. Level 6, pre 7 minutes, really good. As long as you get it before 8 minutes, though, you're still on the right track to carry. Teemo does have a lot of rune options. If you don't feel comfortable in the matchup and you want to give base value, Hella Blades is a good option. Otherwise, if you're playing in D4 or lower, in my personal opinion, I think Dark Harvest is way better. Gonna blue smiter, stay on with my autos, blind dart. There we go, it's a kill. I'll try to let her have cannon there. I think she just missed it. I'll help her shove the wave. When you're helping a teammate shove the wave, especially if they don't ask you to, try not to necessarily last hit the minions, just try to get them low. Particularly if you're in low elo, because if you're just trying to last hit them all, you're gonna piss your teammate off and they're gonna rage quit on you. Olaf hasn't taken his red buff yet. I can snag it here. Auto attack blind dart. Your blind dart does have substantially more range than your auto attack, so normally if someone's running away from you, you blind dart when you can no longer auto attack them. That way you can maximize. I think Olaf just went to my red buff. I'll take Dragon. I don't want to chase him down at my red. I'll just ping it out. She can go stop him if he wants. Once you've backed at least once on Teemo, or when you have 4 or more points in your poison dart, you can easily solo Dragon, either one. Hunter's Machete plus Talisman, you can solo it. Or when you have 3 or more points in your E. Yeah, he definitely went for my red buff. He knew I was pushing him off of his, so he just went and traded for it. There we go, we got Dragon. I don't know what LeBlanc's doing. She's doing something. Normally on Teemo, you want to hold at least 1 shroom on you at all time. But until you're level 11 and have the 2nd point in your R, with only 1 point in your R, your range is really bad on your mushrooms in particular. So until you're level 11, you normally just use your mushrooms to farm. They're not too useful in these fights. Like I can put one here, try to cut off our escape route. Oh, there we go. Got shield from Janna. Very good. So as you can see, not too useful in ganks. You can throw it on top of a minion and let it splash damage onto the champ. There I cut the Olaf off. Olaf's gonna die. I'm gonna get my Dark Harvest stack. That's still very worth for us. We infinitely outscale Olaf, and I know, once again, for a lot of you newer players or for people who don't understand jungle, you probably think I'm a crack addict, but guys, trust me, Teemo Jungle scaling's insane. Come check out the stream and I'll show you live, or just keep watching. So after you have your... You pretty much just rush into jungle item. The only thing that you can buy, or should buy, before you have your jungle item completed is Dark Sills, and if you want to gank, Boots of Speed. If you don't plan on ganking at all, you just rush jungle item and pick up a Dark Sill before it's finished. And I'll show you guys my mushrooms. So yeah, a lot of times in ganks, if the enemies are fighting near their minions, you can toss a mushroom on their minions, and when the mushroom goes off, it's like a big anti-R AoE. Otherwise, before you're level 11, you'll just be using them like this to help you take the camp a little bit faster. But normally you want to keep one on you at all times, regardless of anything. That way, if somebody does bum rush you, you can lay it on the floor like hot lava. It forces them to path around it or path through it. Either way, you're getting value out of it. Max your Q second and max your W last. You get another mushroom down, auto attack Q. I really do love Teemo. I want to do a series where I go for Master GM Chally, something like that, and just Teemo Jungle. I think he definitely has that option, even though you don't see him and he's not a popular jungler. Whenever people ask me who's the strongest off-meta jungler right now, it's 100% Teemo. No doubt in my mind. Olaf's on the Herald. I can't really push in. Wukong's coming over here. I want my Dark Harvest stack. I don't want to all in that with Wukong standing there. Wukong's not particularly fed. If I had a mushroom set up on myself, I could have potentially done that. I could have came out and mushroomed on myself. I don't feel like dying. I have shutdown gold. I can clear incredibly fast. I'm going to go for some turret plates here. LeBlanc's dead. I'm going to get a defensive shroom down right there. Do you notice how no champion can really fit in between that little wall gap and the mushroom? You don't want to lay your mushrooms right on a wall. If somebody can't walk through a wall, which only Kayn can do, then your mushroom positioning makes it a lot easier. Do you see how it circles out towards the wall? No one can walk through that crack, not even Teemo, and I'm a tiny hitbox. So just think about that when you're laying your mushrooms. Make sure the circle of the mushroom doesn't actually push into the wall's hitbox, because you're just wasting the mushroom space that way. I don't know where LeBlanc went. There she is. I don't really want to fight that. I can't kill her. I could probably proc a Dark Harvest. Once you do have your ultimate, I can show you. You can AoE farm your camps. You drag your blue buff out to Gromp is one of the easy ones. Mushroom down. That AoE just hit both of them. Huge AoE. Helps you farm just a few seconds faster. The seconds add up though. Building your leads and staying on top of those leads are pretty big. We're going for the dragon. Right when that spawns, I'll be there. I'll go for Raptors here. I see Scuttle's coming up in 50 seconds or less. Olaf's red up in 30 seconds. I think I'll play more towards that red buff and get my mushroom down. Like I said, you want to hold one on you at all times, but you see how it's about to be back up. I'm in a safe area, so it doesn't matter. If you're in a really safe spot, you don't have to have a mushroom on you. But now that I'm pushing out, I have one. I am going to go for that red buff, though. I really want it. I don't want him to see, so I'm not going to cross through there. I'm going to cross more through the middle area where there's no minions yet. They're about to meet. I had really good timing there. Mushroom. Oh. Gonna W. I want to get a bit more damage on top of him. I have my teammates behind me, so I'm not too worried about him turning. Even though I can't blind Olaf, I was just trying to get my blind dart damage on him to get him off Ezreal. Cool, we picked him off. We're gonna take red buff now. Place the mushroom right about there. If they hug wall, or if they go neutral or come out wide, they'll run to the mushroom. Yeah, just look at that damage, boy. She got shredded. Alistar's gonna come back out. Oh, I thought the golems were up. I was gonna heal off of the golems. We'll go for dragon. Watch my healing on dragon. I'm gonna go ahead and hit my refill potions. They know I'm here, unfortunately, now. But look, we have 4 Ravenous Hunter stacks. We've already gotten 2,600 healing off of it. Just watch my health. Pay attention to my HP bars. I'm tanking this. I'm literally healing off of it. It's insane. We're at way more HP after killing dragon than we were when we started it. Olaf's in the area. It's making me nervous. I'm going to pick these up. I think he went for his blue side jungle. He was just mid. The only thing he could do was invade my left side or go to his blue. Not sure where LeBlanc's at. It's making me a little nervous. Gonna get that defensive shroom. Yeah, he's right there. Gonna get another defensive shroom down. Fight around it, kind of like a Caitlyn trap. Yeah, you just killed yourself, my friend. He's dead. Yeah, when Teemo puts the mushroom down, you need to really focus on what you're doing. That mushroom's hot lava. If they step on it, they're so slowed. You just stay on top of them and they're dead. It's that tough. Just treat it like a OP Caitlyn trap. That's what it is. It's an AoE nuke Caitlyn trap. And if you fight around it. He said just E-Siege, sure. He wasn't gonna get away, trust me. Wukong's backing. That must not be awarded. Or he just wasn't interested. LeBlanc's missing. Making me nervous. She does have quite a bit of burst. I don't have any HP yet. Teemo, your main item options are just AP. Building tank on him is trash. Unless you're playing top lane Teemo, in which case there's some grass builds or some more bruisery builds that are better. Teemo jungle, especially if you're going to be going Dark Harvest, you're better off going full nuke and just watching your positioning. Full nuke's going to give you the best scaling. It's going to give you the highest carry potential. I'll show you guys the damage dealt to enemy champs after this game. Hopefully the enemies don't surrender, because that'll... Teemo really shines at level 11. Level 11 is one of his biggest power spikes. Full jungle item's a big power spike. Having red buff early is a power spike. Level 4 is a big power spike because you have 2 points in your E and you have W. Level 6 is a big power spike because of your ulti. Level 11 is a huge power spike because of your level 2 ulti. And then jungle item. Those are his biggest ones, and then he just keeps infinitely scaling. He has really high AP scalings. Olaf's going to probably walk through this area, I would imagine. I'm going to get a mushroom down. She's dead. 100%, yep. That was an auto attack Q. Auto attack. The auto was in midair, so even when she went invisible, she was dead. That's going to get Dark Harvest off of him easy. And he even has some MR. Yep, there it is. We did over half his health with, I think that was 2 autos in a Q. Something like that. Nice thing about Teemo compared to Evelynn is you are ranged. And your mushrooms give you so much defensive power that when someone tries to get on top of you, it puts them in a really weird spot. Because they hit the mushroom and die. If you guys do want to see me do a series where I only play Hyper Carry, Dark Harvest, Teemo Jungle, all the way up into GM Challenger, let me know. I assume a lot of you would like to see that. Teemo's a blast to play. He's definitely in my top 5 favorite jungle champions to play right now. In terms of the most fun, I would say he's the most fun one I'm playing currently. Volibear is also a lot of fun. But yeah, so normally at this point, you have jungle item, you're going to get Sork Shoes. If you're really far ahead still, going for a more flat magic pen is really, really strong in early game. So at this point, I could probably go for an Oblivion Orb. The enemies are starting to stack MR. It might be a little late. Morello's not a bad item on Teemo to have. I've been pushing more and more away from Nashers. It's not a bad item to have on Teemo, but if you're not going for Hella Blades, it's a little overrated, I would say. I'm not a huge fan of Nashers Tooth if you don't have Hella Blades or Lethal Tempo. For Dark Harvest, I prefer more auto attack blind dark combos. So auto Q auto. The Q's a pretty solid auto attack resetter because it takes up so much time that by the time you auto and then Q, your auto's ready to use again. I'm going to set that up. I could go for the Herald. But who's coming up here? Someone just laid a word. I want to go for the dragon spawn. We already have 2 dragons. I'm more concerned about that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pick up our Mejais here. If you have 10 stacks or more, it's an easy buy. At this point, you really could go for a Rabadon. I'm personally going to go for my Sork Shoes. They're too important not to get. And I would honestly like to get Leandri's. Leandri's is a really good item. It's going to give me a little bit of HP to where Wukong's going to have trouble one-shotting me. I can pinch off an auto or a Q and kill him, or kill the LeBlanc before they can kill me. Leandri's is one of the few HP items you're going to be building on Teemo. Don't build Frozen Mallet unless you're going Hellblades Teemo, and even then that's hyper situational. It's normally going to be the Leandri's on this setup with Rabadon and a Void Staff. And you can... I also do like to get Morello a lot because their team actually has a lot of healing with the Cassiopeia Conqueror and the way she heals off of her E, plus the Olaf healing on his W and Olaf healing on the Conqueror. Their team has enough healing to where I could justify going Morello, especially since no one on my team's probably even going to get Executioners. It would have been okay for me to go Oblivion Orb since I am far ahead. Going for a double flat magic pen on your Sork Shoes and Oblivion Orb is pretty good for early game. I don't really recommend rushing Oblivion Orb if you're not ahead or if it's not early game. Now that we're into the 20-minute mark, Oblivion Orb would give less and less value. I laid that mushroom a little too close to the wall, as you can see. I laid it right against it. Should have laid it slightly farther out. And these little buggers just don't want to die. My mushroom range has some decent. You can even bounce them. The bounce isn't that useful. It's mainly more useful if you're trying to throw it on top of Baron and you're bouncing your shrooms on them and blowing up their melee champs. But normally, yeah, the bounce isn't too useful. It's just, yeah, you're normally not going to be using that aspect. Just figured I'd show you. Olaf's going to walk up here. Going to get my mushroom down, W out. I probably W'd a little bit too soon. Someone just walked into my mushroom. The little block, I didn't think she was going to follow up. I thought she was just going to shove wave. Oh, she had a barrier. Shit. I should have auto then queued. I figured she was going to dash away. I didn't even think I was going to get the blind arter. At least we got her barrier and we got a dark harvest stack. That's pretty solid. What is she doing? Bro. My mushroom gives a little bit of vision. And that's it, guys. That's how you absolutely dominate carry on Teemo Jungle here in Season 10. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingStix, and thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. We had pretty much the most damage on the team. Kiana had slightly more than us, and she popped off.